Happy 2026 Eve, or the day before, I haven't decided yet. Today I have compiled my list of 10 predictions for 2026 for Geometry Dash. Many of these are inspired from a community post that I sent out a few days ago, so subscribe if you would like to participate in those in the future. I'll show the ones I thought were good enough to put in the video on screen as they come up. Alright, let's get into the list. We'll start off with the ones that are most likely to happen, and they'll get more and more out there as we get further up the list. I'm only making 10, but you can feel free to put your own in the comments down below. I'm sure y'all got great ideas. So these predictions are ones I genuinely do think are going to happen. I can 100% throw my weight behind all 10 of these. That doesn't mean I want them to come true, but I think they probably will. None exemplify that than number 10, which is a big community figure gets outed as a PDF. This one's kind of just a given. And at number 9, we have Grief Gets Verified. I mean, come on, we all kind of also probably see this one coming. I feel like this is about equally as likely as a community figure in the GD community getting outed as a PDF. Like, they're probably both pretty guaranteed. I'm not even saying that it's gonna get verified super early in the year, but I think it will be verified at some point in 2026, as generic as that is. If I had to give a month for it, I would say February, maybe March. Probably at some point in the first half of 2026. But just for the official list, I'll hedge my bets and say just some point in 2026. At number 8, we have a new remake level gets announced by Cherry Team. I don't mean a new one starts development, I mean they announce another new one. Like, I'm pretty sure they've been working on their version of Silent Circles and a few other levels or whatever. I mean, they'll take up a new remake project. A fully new remake project. And I don't just mean like a Vernon publicity stunt like he did with fucking Tidal Wave Infinity or anything. I mean like a real new remake level, like, I don't know, they remake fucking Aquamarine or some shit. Or Zodiac or something, I don't know. Like, obviously Cherry Team is going to announce new projects in 2026, because they pump out projects like every other week, it feels like. But I also feel like at least one of them is probably going to be some sort of remake. Next up is one of the bleaker ones, which is, by the end of the year, we will still be in 2.207. This is a very, very cynical one. I'm not sure if this is actually going to totally pan out. I don't think we're actually going to get 2.21 at all in 2026. I'm going to go a step further and say we don't get any minor update at all. We didn't this year. I'm saying we're probably not going to next year either. I have 100% confidence we're not getting 2.21 next year. I have, like, I don't know, maybe like 70% confidence that we won't get 2.208. Which is, again, pretty pessimistic, but like, can you blame me? We got like jack shit this year. At number 6, we have Zoink hits 1 million. I think this is pretty likely. Obviously, his potential for gaining subscribers is mostly going to be tied to how much content he uploads, and he is going to end up, I think, maybe winding down some of his content as he probably heads into college or something like that. I'm pretty sure he's turning 18 this year. But I'm thinking he will probably still be able to hit 1 million subscribers before then, or at least some point during 2026. I think he's hitting 1 million. Secret Way was saying that he'll probably get dethroned because of this, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Maybe. That kind of depends on what Popoff does over the next year as well. And Doggie, who has the financial incentive of making like $20,000 every time he streams Grief, so. Anyway, speaking of Grief, at number 5, we have Grief Gets Rated. I am not that confident in this one. We're starting to get to the ones that I think are not entirely likely. I just think that whenever Grief gets verified, there's going to be a lot of huge drama around it, and there genuinely is a chance that RobTop will forget that he said that if CBF levels can't be rated, and he'll just rate it anyways. Because he's so inactive, he might forget that it was verified with CBF, and just like rate it, and then realize that unrating it would cause way too much drama or something. I don't know. I think that would be really funny. Probably not very good for the game, but it would be funny in the short term, so who cares? Regardless, it's going to probably end up on the list, like with whole rated plus tab and everything. I think that's not going to be the issue. There is also the possibility that RobTop folds under the pressure, even though he knows it's made with CBF, and that's what triggers him into developing some sort of CBF alternative for the game. And by developing, I mean like actually working on it, because he said that he would probably do that like over a year ago now, and we haven't seen any signs of that. At number 4, we have Orochi is finished. This one is pretty much purely based off of the comment that Novelboy left on one of my videos earlier this year. I'm assuming it's safe to say that Orochi is finished in terms of its decoration, not its verification, by the end of the year. Like, maybe that doesn't entirely pan out. It does seem like progress is pretty consistent, even if there are no public updates, kind of on purpose, because they don't want to promise anything that they can't keep, which is kind of how I've been treating Challenger as a project, so I can at least kind of relate to that. But from an outside point of view, it looks completely dead. but in my opinion, it'll probably get a full release this upcoming year, or full showcase I should say, but it's higher up on the list for a reason. I'm not quite as confident in this one. Now, entering the top 3, mindcap will announce a new level, and it will go absurdly viral on TikTok. I have no idea what his next level is going to be. I do think he has hinted towards some sort of new project that isn't just Heliopolis, because if I recall correctly, that's the only other level that he has in development right now. But yeah, whatever gimmick it has, I'm going to say it's going to go super viral on TikTok, because this comment said it, and I think they're right. This is going to look really silly if it turns out to be like a stupid troll level that gets released on April 1st or something, because mindcap has done that before. It's possible that it'll do it again. And as much as I like Heliopolis, I'm not entirely sure I'm confident in saying it'll be verified this next year, just because progress with that level has been so slow. It's very much possible, and the idea of predicting that it'll get verified in this upcoming year, I guess could be like an honorable mention, but I also think there's a really good chance that we start to see progress, like substantial progress, of one of the verifiers getting pretty close, but they aren't able to pull through until 2027, which is fine. Or maybe the new project's unnerf Sigma, who fucking knows. At number 2, we have Secret Way interviews RobTop. I think this one's really, really funny. Honestly, I'm putting this one on the list so that if it happens, I can say I predicted it, even though I don't actually genuinely think it's gonna happen. But, I mean, it would be really cool if it did. I know I'd have a lot of questions for him, but definitely one of them would be why 2.21 isn't out yet, and why he isn't hiring more people to help him with the game. But whatever, it's fine. I am definitely of the opinion that while I do think that the new features in 2.21 and 2.3 would be a big boost to the community and to the game as a whole, it's not like the game is unplayable right now. I feel like the only pressing issue that we have in terms of RobTop's inactivity towards game development hurting the game is all of the bugs that are still in it from 2.2 and the CBF debate. Other than that, and the fact that there are just tabs that aren't activated yet because versus mode doesn't exist yet and the map doesn't exist yet, the game can stand on its own 2 legs pretty well. And finally, the prediction that I think is the least likely, but I still want to predict, is that RobTop adds CBF, or at least actually starts progress on it. Not his own version of it, but like just the actual thing. And the only reason I'm putting this on the list is that I think it could be a product of Grief getting verified and there being a ton of drama surrounding it. That in order to just make things less complicated for himself, that he just implements it into the game and everybody lives happily ever after. This is absolutely a good amount of wishful thinking. It's at the top of the list as the least likely one for a reason. But I feel like I had to balance out some of the bleaker ones, like the we stay in 2.207 for the whole year, and there's a new community figure outed as a PDF. You guys sent in a lot of really good predictions. These are just the ones that I think are either more plausible or ones that I personally think are guaranteed, or at least very likely. If you did enjoy today's video, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a ton, and you can always undo it later. Thank you all so much for an incredible 2025. I know I haven't been uploading as much as I used to, but this next year I'm hoping that I can at least be more consistent in the number of uploads per month. Thank you all so much for watching, Happy New Year, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye!